Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Raw superstar Jey Uso recently took to social media to send a message after sharing an emotional backstage moment with Triple H on Netflix's docuseries WWE, Unreal. The Yeet Master will be in action at SummerSlam 2025. After coming to Roman Reigns' aid, Jey Uso accepted the OTC's proposal to team up against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed at the biggest party of the summer. Going into the event, Seth Rollins' team has the upper hand as they brutally assaulted the Bloodline duo on the latest edition of Raw. Many expect Reigns and Uso to exact revenge against Breaker and Reed at SummerSlam 2025. During an episode of WWE, Unreal, the company showcased behind-the-scenes stuff that led to Jey Uso's World Heavyweight Championship win against Gunther at WrestleMania 41. Netflix Sports' official Instagram handle posted about the episode, showcasing some of the clips from the show, including an emotional backstage moment between Uso and Triple H. This caught Jey's attention, and he posted it on his Instagram stories. The Yeet Master also sent a motivational message, writing that one should stay tough when the going gets rough in life. Tommy Carlucci is not a fan of Roman Reigns teaming up with Jey Uso at WWE SummerSlam. During a recent edition of Behind the Turnbuckle Studios' The Last Word podcast, Tommy Carlucci said that he was not a fan of Roman Reigns teaming up with Jey Uso at WWE SummerSlam 2025, as he believed the OTC was a huge star to be stuck in a tag team match. Carlucci added that the Triple H-led creative team could build toward a feud between Reigns and Braun Breaker after the biggest party of the summer. "I have a problem with Roman Reigns being such a huge star and being in a tag team match with Jey Uso. It's like being stuck in the middle of one of the biggest PLEs of all time. I think we can start that angle with Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns at SummerSlam and continue it from there," Carlucci said. It remains to be seen what the Stamford-based promotion has planned for Jey Uso and Roman Reigns at WWE SummerSlam 2025. Backstage at WWE SmackDown, just days after SummerSlam, the arena buzzed with excitement, exhaustion, and raw emotion. The crowd had long gone home, the lights were dimmed, and most superstars had already made their way to the hotel or airport. But in one corner of the backstage area, under the subtle hum of fluorescent lighting, something powerful was happening. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, cousins and former tag team champions, stood shoulder to shoulder, staring quietly at a monitor replaying a brief backstage segment, one they had just lived through. The segment? A deeply emotional and unexpected appearance by Triple H, WWE's chief content officer, who had pulled the two men aside after the show in what would become one of the most talked-about unscripted moments in recent WWE history. The moment that froze the locker room. Earlier that night, Jey Uso had delivered a passionate in-ring promo. He'd opened up about his mental health, the family tensions within the bloodline, and what it meant to finally stand on his own after years of living under Roman's shadow. It wasn't just a promo, it was real. The crowd had given him a standing ovation, and even some of the camera crew had misty eyes. But what followed backstage was even more unexpected. Triple H, who had mostly stayed behind the scenes during the show, walked directly up to Jey and Roman in the hallway after the segment aired. Without any cameras initially rolling, he said simply, "That was one of the most authentic things I've seen in this business. I needed to say that." Cameras quickly scrambled to capture the moment as Hunter's voice cracked slightly. "What you just did out there. That was beyond storyline. That was heart. That was legacy. And you, Jey, man, you've stepped into something bigger than wrestling tonight." Roman Reigns stood silent, his arms crossed, his eyes never leaving Triple H. The tribal chief wasn't known for showing emotion outside the ring. But even he nodded solemnly, breaking character for a moment. "It meant something to us," Roman said. "To the whole family." Backstage reaction: "This was unreal." Back in the hallway, Jey Uso sat on a crate, still catching his breath. Roman stood nearby, pacing slowly, processing the surreal energy of the moment. A small documentary-style WWE camera crew approached them to capture post-show reactions, and what unfolded was raw and unscripted. "Man. Tonight was unreal," Jey said, shaking his head. "You grow up in this business, right? You watch legends like Triple H your whole life. Then one day, he's backstage telling you that you moved him? I don't even know what to say." He paused, wiping his face with a towel, clearly fighting off tears. "I went out there tonight for my family. For my brother Jimmy. For my son watching at home. And when Hunter said what he said, I felt like I didn't just do it for TV, I did it for real." Roman finally stopped pacing and leaned against the wall beside his cousin. His voice was low, thoughtful. "People don't always see it," Roman said. "They see the tribal chief. The champ. The promos, the pyro, the power moves. But we carry a lot. Family, legacy, pressure. Tonight, I watched Jey step up and speak his truth. And when Hunter got emotional, man, that says everything." He looked into the camera, his eyes gleaming. "This business ain't just about belts and big entrances. It's about moments. Tonight was one." Triple H speaks. Later, in a separate interview posted to WWE's digital platforms, Triple H was asked why he felt the need to speak to Jey and Roman that night. "It hit me," he admitted, looking straight into the lens. "You spend decades in this business, you think you've seen it all. But when someone speaks from the soul, when a family that's gone through everything together lets the world in, really in, it reminds you why you fell in love with wrestling in the first place." Triple H paused, then smiled. Jey's not just stepping into a main event spotlight. He's stepping into the role of storyteller, of inspiration. And Roman? He's evolved into something I couldn't have imagined when he debuted. These two, together or apart, are redefining what family means in WWE. Fans react. The moment quickly trended on social media. #Tripla, #JeyUso, and #Roman Reigns were all top hashtags by midnight. This is the real Bloodline storyline now. Family, emotion, healing. Unreal scenes backstage. Triple H tearing up over Jey Uso? I never thought I'd see that. Goosebumps. Roman and Jey breaking character and just being men and family backstage. I'm crying. WWE fans weren't just entertained, they were moved. What's next for Jey and Roman? The emotional moment seemed to ignite something in both cousins. Jey has been rumored to be on a solo path heading into a potential title feud, while Roman Reigns' on-screen absence has only fueled speculation about a bloodline shakeup. But after this heartfelt backstage exchange, fans began wondering if a reunion, based not on manipulation, but mutual respect, could be on the horizon. Jey said it best in a final backstage snippet, "Whatever happens next, I know who I am now. I'm not just Jey from the bloodline. I'm main event Jey Uso. And tonight, I proved that to myself, and to them." Final thoughts. What started as another typical post-SummerSlam SmackDown ended with one of the most powerful unscripted WWE moments in years. Triple H's emotional acknowledgement of Jey Uso's growth wasn't just a heartfelt nod, it was a validation of a superstar's journey from tag team specialist to solo force of nature. And Roman Reigns, stoic, commanding, but clearly proud, offered a rare glimpse into the man behind the tribal chief. In the world of WWE, moments come and go, but some leave a mark. This was one of them. Unreal.